Scroll again. Get off the app. Go on Snapchat. Have a quick look. Go off. Go on Instagram. Scroll again. Like. Look at people. Look at people. Look at people. Drain your time. Drain your time. Get off. Go on Pornhub. Look at some porn. Drain your testosterone. Drain you and drain yourself. Take away from yourself and your own reality. Literally, over time, you take away and take away and take away from you, and you haven't achieved anything better in your life. That was a mad start into the video, but overall, you and I know damn well when we're on social media constantly, when we're constantly giving to these platforms, when we're constantly giving to these people, we're filling their pockets with money. We're filling them with confidence. We're filling them with happiness, and we're not doing anything for ourselves. We're not doing a single thing for ourselves, and we're taken away from us. And this will crush your confidence over time, especially when you constantly compare yourself to these people. And I don't want you lot in a position of this. And it's so easy to fall into a trap of this. And that's the message in this video. Don't fall into this trap, man. Don't fall into this trap. There's a lot of traps that are set by these platforms. They are literally made to leverage you. They're made to leverage your attention. They're made to literally leverage your time, your attention. They've all looked at every single thing in order to leverage you, in order to get as much money from you, take as much time from you, leading to you leaving yourself behind. Let's say you do that for a year. You've left yourself behind. Let's say you do it 3 hours a day, 21 hours a week you are wasting on these apps. And this is not to patronize you, this is not to scare you, this is just to put it in perspective overall. Imagine what you could have done with that time. Imagine. Just have a little think. What could you have done with that time? You could have done a lot of positive things for yourself in that time. And that's the message overall in this video. When you give to these apps, when you give to these external apps that don't help you, even if you're watching this video to an extent, you're giving to me. You're giving to me. You're not helping yourself, really. You may get some value out of it, which is beautiful, but overall, a lot of time you don't get value out of these things, and you're just clicking it to stimulate your mind, to stimulate yourself in this time. And you're not going to achieve who you want to be then. You're not going to achieve who you want to be. And that's terrible for yourself. And the message in this video is take a bit of time away from yourself. Take a bit of time away from these social media apps and understand where you want to be. Understand how much time are you dedicating to these things that don't serve you. How much time are you dedicating to social media, to porn, to all these things? How much time are you dedicating to it that's not helping you or serving you in any way? How much? Be honest with yourself, you know? And then understand, how can I apply this in my life to make me better? How can I apply this in my life to make me more happy? To make me more grateful? To make me more happy for myself and my own reality? What can I actually do now to get towards the goals I want to achieve? What can I actually do? What do I want to be? Who do I want to be? What person do I want to be? What position do I want to be in? And how do I apply this now? How do I apply this now? It's up to you, man. It's up to you. And it's important for you to understand where you want to be, who you want to be, the person you want to be. And you got to try in that. And this is just a massive distraction to your life, these social media things. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I've been in that cycle before. I've been in that cycle a lot before. I literally started using social media when I was 12. When I was 12, I downloaded Instagram. Before that, I had Facebook when I was like 8 or 9. So I have literally been programmed to go on that stuff. And you only realize when you take a step back away from that, that you're wasting your time. And you're not making yourself better. You may be getting a little dopamine hit. You may feel a little bit happy just looking at some memes or whatever it is. But when the time adds up over time, you're going to understand that you've wasted a lot of time. And time is our greatest thing we have. Time is literally the most beautifulest thing we have and the best thing we have. There's so many things that it's not going to be the same in the future now with your time, with what you're able to do. There's so many things you may have family members about now that may not be here in 10, 15 years. They may not be here in a few years. Like, not to sound terrible or anything, but they may not. And you can spend time with them. You may have goals and visions of yourself that you want to achieve, and you could put time into that. There's a lot of areas that you could actually put into that will actually help you and actually allow you to value your time and value yourself. But when you're given to these things, when you're given to these platforms, when you're given to these people, you're taken away from yourself. The more you give, the more you lose on these things. Literally, the more you give these social media platforms time, energy, the more you lose. Literally, the more you lose. And I'm just saying to you, find where you want to be and find who you want to be, and dedicate a lot of the time you spend on these apps and on these things to you. Dedicate it to you. because you have amazing qualities about yourself that you can achieve in certain things. You may have goals, you may have visions, and you may be talented in certain areas, but if you don't understand where them areas are, and you don't even take the time away and understand that I need to put effort into this, you're not going to do that. And if you constantly distract yourself, you're not going to do that, and you're not going to help you, and you're going to ruin you, and you're going to take away from you, and you're going to make yourself feel terrible, and you're going to be on this endless cycle of feeling down and upset in yourself. And I don't want you there. I don't want you there. I want you to take accountability for your situation, take accountability for who you are, where you are, the person you are, and start using that to your advantage, and start using it now to help you and better you, and to become someone who you actually want to be, someone who you actually like, someone who you actually want to be overall. And it takes time, it takes effort. There's so many areas where you can dedicate it to: your mental health, your goals, your family, the visions you see yourself as. There's so many areas that you could direct your own time to, and that time you spend on these apps to. But it's up to you to do it. It's up to you to do it. And this video isn't to patronize you, it's just to allow you to recognize, where am I putting my time and where am I putting my energy, and where could I better put my time and better put my energy to achieve who I want to be. If you are happy with your life already, that's a beautiful thing. When you're doing these things, that's okay, then it's fine for you. But if you're not happy with your life and you're giving your time to these things, you've got to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? It's not solving anything. It's not helping me in any way. And you need to ask yourself, where can I put my energy now to lead myself into a person who I want to be, that vision of myself who I want to be? Where can I put my energy now? And understand that you have to direct that energy to yourself now. And that's the message in this video. I hope you lot got a lot of value in this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for all love recently. It means the world. Thank you.